This don't even work. This don't even work properly. So I'm gonna that. All right. We're gonna make a juice over here with mangoes and bananas and lemon limes. You know, lime's supposed to have the seed. Don't forget. Yeah. It's a juice for you. Yeah. Let's put back in the sugars. Yeah. And then we're gonna do some breadfruit mayonnaise. Show you how to make breadfruit mayonnaise. You know. Yeah. How you feeling? Good. Yeah. Are you burning now? You hot?
Yeah.
Like fire. You sweating? Oh Lord, let me see. You sweat. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, so we come out and do an exercise. We jumping and stuff. Yeah. We boxing and things. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. You tired? Alright, say hi to the people.
Hello, people.
Say I'm dead. Daddy kill me.
Daddy kill me.
With what? With exercise. Yes. Gotta start from young, you know what I mean? they gotta start from young. And that will keep your children from getting diabetes. So, we're around the hills and, you know what I mean, teach them how to exercise, keep the pancreas working properly and keeping the sugar levels low so they don't get type 1 diabetes, you know what I mean? Alright, so what we're going to take today, we're going to make a little drink. It's just spontaneous. I just say, you know, if we finish exercise, I'm going to come and I'm going to show the especially Caribbean people, because you don't know what it is already, how to make these drinks and breadfruit mayonnaise. We're going to make that, right? Now, see that over here? Now, this is the breadfruit, right? And when you boil the breadfruit, lots of people in the Caribbean, what they do is lots of people in the Caribbean, when they're using the breadfruit, they seem to take the skin off. And then they cook the breadfruit then, and then they throw the skin away. What I do, I boil the breadfruit with the skin on, because when you have the breadfruit is green. See over here, it's green, right? So when you boil the breadfruit with the skin on, when the breadfruit is finished, watch how it's going to look over here. The skin going to turn brown. Now when the skin turn brown, is because now all the nutrients get into the water. So it come like this, yeah? So that's the breadfruit water. So we're going to take the breadfruit water and we're going to make a mayonnaise with the breadfruit water. All right, so here it's done. You understand? And you're hot, okay? You want to take a break?
No.
You want to take no break? You want to stay around? You want some water to cool you down?
Water.
You want water? Let's coconut water right here. Right? And then what I do, we're going to show you about cooling. In the Caribbean, we call it cooling. When the body's all hot like this, then we take exercise, we take a little cooling. See? So we take some sour sop. We call it sweet sop because I don't know what sour about it. It's very sweet up to me. So I call it sweet sop. In the Caribbean, some of us call it sour sop. And what we do, we take the sour sop and put it in some water. We could put it in the same, over here, in the same breadfruit water. And then that sour sop will act as cooling to the liver. You know what I mean? So when you have anything on the skin, it works pretty well there. You know what I mean? We call it cooling in the Caribbean. So in Chinese medicine, they say, when you have a hot condition, you got to cool the system down. When you have a cold condition, you got to heat it up. So when you have trouble in the skin or inflammation, that's a hot condition. So we use the sour sop skin green in the water, and after you could drink the water, it's cool the body down, okay? That's very significant. So we have the sauce up here. So what we're going to do today, don't fan me. All right, what we're going to do today, you see we have all kinds. You see we have blenders? We have blenders, we have ninjas, we have juicers, we have everything we do is only juice and blend, we blending. We're going to live longer that way, yeah? Now we're doing some mangoes, right? We're going to do some mangoes, and this should be done by people who don't have diabetes. If you don't have diabetes, with the skin, don't forget with the skin on, because the glycemic index of mango is 55. All right, so it's higher than an apple. Apple is 44 glycemic index, and the mango is 55. So mango have lots of sugars, but they don't have a juice. See, so mango is not a juice fruit. All right, it's a pulp fruit. So we're going to use some mangoes, and we're going to use 2 ripe bananas. We're going to use some sugar apple. I don't know what you all call it in other parts of the Caribbean, but that's what it is here. This here is this here, but it's ripe. And we're going to use the seeds, because the seeds is also good for parasites of the sugar apple. We throw the seeds away, but the seeds are very significant. Right? We're going to use that in the mixture of the fruit juice, and then we're going to use some coconut water as the base. You know what I mean? So we're going to put the coconut water in the blender, and then we're going to use some it's here. This is the jelly. Yeah, you have the jelly from the coconut. So we're using the coconut jelly. We're going to use some sugar apple. See the coconut jelly right here? That's very significant, have lots of minerals. So we're going to use that. Yeah. We're going to use that in there. And then we're going to use the sugar apple. We're going to use some mangoes with the skin on and some ripe bananas. And we're going to use the coconut water as the base. All right? And in that way, you have natural sugars with enzymes. All right? And it's going to help you to digest a little better. Now, if you have diabetes and you want to make a drink like this, you have to look at not using, we use 2 mangoes. If you have diabetes and you want to use the mango, you can use a half a mango or 1 banana, and then you can put some cinnamon. Get some cinnamon stick there for me. Cinnamon sticks in the bowl right there. Right. You can get some cinnamon here, and you can boil the cinnamon. And when once the water comes back to body temperature again, you can use the cinnamon in the mixture, because cinnamon helps the beta cells to utilize your insulin well. Okay? So if you have diabetes and you want to have the drink like this, you have to first check your sugar levels, make sure that it's under 100. And then you can use a half a mango, 1 banana, and you can use the coconut water. If you're living in the Caribbean, you have sugar apples, you can use a half a sugar apple and 1 glass, 8-ounce glass of cinnamon tea. So they could cut down on the way the pancreas will function when it receives the sugars. Yeah? Or you can pop some enzymes with that. See? Just pop about 3 or 4 enzymes, or you could blend the enzymes up in the mixture so that the pancreas will be able to break down the sugars a little better. Okay? Alright? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some there it is, yeah? Your knife. So what I'm going to do here again is, you're going to get some probiotics, because as you know, probiotics is very significant. So what I do, I put the probiotics in the mayonnaise, in the breadfruit mayonnaise, and I also put the probiotics in the mixture of the fruit smoothie, so that when it gets into the intestines, you could have good bacterial function. You could have all of the good bacteria escalated, right? So that's what I do. I put and don't forget, if you're going to use the acidophilus, try to use the hold on baby, hold on. Right? Try to use the powder acidophilus, right? If you're going to make the smoothie, use the powder acidophilus, yeah? And you put a half a teaspoon or 1 teaspoon of the acidophilus inside the blender with your coconut water, and then you put your banana here. Put them in for me, please. You put it 2, but if you do have diabetes, don't forget you're going to use 1 banana. Yeah, put the mangoes too. You're going to use 1 banana now if you have diabetes, and you're going to put a glass of cinnamon tea in the mixture. All right? Yeah, you could put all if you want. Like that. Hold it like that, right? And then you want to put the sugar apple. I don't know what other people call it in other parts of the Caribbean, but we call it sugar apple here. And then we're going to squeeze. Don't forget, anytime you're making any juice drink, always squeeze a lime or a lemon in the mixture. Don't forget, it's alkaline things. Okay, don't forget that. And it gets rid of microbes too. And it not only gets rid of microbes, but it also keep the arteries clean up too. All right, don't forget that. That's significant. And then we're going to blend that up. Yeah. If the seeds don't dry, you can grind the seeds up. Right. Now you can use a mortar and pestle. Me get a mortar and pestle over there for daddy. Watch me now. See that little mortar and pestle over there? No? By the protein shake. See that over there? Oh. Yeah. No, you can get that. We believe that we have to go back to the olden days, because all this technology is. See, you can get one of this, right? And you can use this. You can put the seeds. You can put the seeds inside there, and you could crush the seeds up. Yeah? And when you crush the seeds up, you can put the seeds in the blender. That's another way of crushing your seeds and putting your seeds inside your blender to make your juice, right? In a mortar and a pestle. All right? So
Somebody asked they want your Brooklyn
Brooklyn what number?
no address.
3306 Church Avenue between New York Avenue and 34th Street. Now, so that is the smoothie. Now, if you come at an exercise, remember that when you exercise, you burn things up. Yeah? You burn sugar up, sugar goes up and out. So you have to burn it up. You can put it back this way, yeah? Or you can drink the juice before you exercise and then go and exercise and burn it up. So that you don't have the sugars lingering inside here, because you are going to put your pancreas at risk. All right? Especially if your pancreas is working in an acid terrain, meaning that the pH in the secretion of the pancreas is less than 6. All right? You're going to put yourself at more danger of having your sugar levels going up, drinking these drinks, if your pancreas is not at peak. All right? Now, let's go to the breadfruit mayonnaise. You know they have all these mayonnaise on the market. This mayonnaise, that mayonnaise, blah, blah, blah. This mayonnaise, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? So, here what I just do. We're taking the breadfruit. After you boil the breadfruit with the skin on, don't forget, you can take this, you can drink the water. This is the breadfruit water. See? The breadfruit water will turn green because, as I said before, the breadfruit is green when you pick it, but when you boil it, the skin becomes brown. So the water becomes green. You can take a little bit of the water and you can put the water in here. Make sure that you brush your breadfruit now. Alright? And then you're going to put a little bit of coconut water. In there. Yeah. And then you're going to put your breadfruit inside here. Again, if you have diabetes, you can then you want to put some coconut oil. Yeah? So you can put 1 tablespoon of coconut oil in here, or you can put 2 tablespoons, the more the better. It's good to protect your system from getting cancer too, coconut oil. They used to fight it down. But this is the only oil that can take heat at 180 degrees Fahrenheit. It don't die. It don't become rancid. Okay? Even olive oil can take heat. And a lot of fake olive oil on the market now. So, then you're going to take some salt from the sea moss salt. And you're going to drop that in there. Or you can use some, you can put 2 or 3 tablespoons of cane juice in the mixture too. Yeah? And then you can now, you see? Look at right there. See? That's your breadfruit mayonnaise. Go inside the pot, man. Go inside the pot inside. Go inside it. That's breadfruit mayonnaise. You can make it for yourself. And then you can take the same breadfruit mayonnaise like your regular mayonnaise, and you could spread it on your little sandwich. You know what I mean? If you want to, see? And it tastes pretty good. And then you could squeeze a lime again in there. Yeah? And then you have your breadfruit mayonnaise. Yeah? Instead of using all these mayonnaise making all that high cholesterol. Right? So that is what you call breadfruit mayonnaise. And you can let it get thick, and then you could put it in a little bottle and cork it down, and then put it in your refrigerator. And every more you want to get, you make a sandwich, you could take a very small amount, you know what I mean? And dab it on your sandwich, you know what I mean? And you have your breadfruit mayonnaise. Naturally, breadfruit mayonnaise. Yeah? Alright, let me go back to this one over here now. I'll put some more coconut water. Right? Now remember we said you can put the coconut jelly in this, and then what I will do, I will use, if you want to go to Chlorofresh, see? I use that. Because that will keep the intestinal tract healthy, keep the bloodstream well, clean. Clean up your bloodstream, because your blood is your life. So once you have chlorophyll in the blood become alkaline, and then all of a sudden in your intestinal tract you get fresh breath, right? And I take a little bit of that, I can put it in the juice. You can put a cork of it, you don't want to make it too green inside here. Yeah? And then I put a little bit of flora essence. Now flora essence is different because it helps with a lot of flora in your intestines, but it also helps to keep the lymphatic system healthy. You know what I mean? So you're not only getting sugars, you're also keeping your lymphatic system healthy also, yeah? And you blend that up, man. Yeah. Alright, take it out now. Right. And then you could just have that. If you go into exercise and you want a little bit of energy, you could drink a glass, 1/8 ounce glass of it. And then you could take your run, you exercise, you come back, check your sugar levels. If you have diabetes, make sure the sugar is not over 140. And then you could have another glass of it, and then you could take a walk to go to work or something. Okay, don't jump in your car and drive. That's laziness. You know what I mean? Alright, and don't forget, when you have your breadfruit, you can take your breadfruit and you can put your breadfruit with your soursop in some very warm water, especially if your children have what we call eczema and rashes on the skin. That's we call it a heated condition. So in the Caribbean, the older people used to give us cooling. Cooling means they give us some soursop water to drink, or some whatever herb they use to drink that. And we drink that, and then all of a sudden in a couple of days, the rashes start to go away because it cools the liver. See? But the younger people today running away from them things. I don't know why. When you're afraid sour, you're all afraid bitter. You only want sweet all the time. But all the flavors have a purpose. Don't forget that. Pungent have a purpose, work on your lungs. Sugars or sweet have a purpose, go up and out, they burn as fuel. Salt have a purpose, go down and in. You understand? Bitters have a purpose, work on your digestive system. And sour have a purpose for your liver. So they all have a purpose. So we run away from the sour stuff. We run away from the bitter stuff because they're bitter, but they are very significant in your health. So you have to have them in balance together. So in Grenada, everything they put sugar in. They're making soup, they put sugar. They're making this, they put sugar. Because they're making a drink with 5 fingers, they put sugar. You know what I mean? Not knowing that the sour is very significant for your fleshy tissues, so that you don't get wrinkles fast when you're getting older. Because they help the fleshy tissues to get strong, to stay strong. Plus, the sour also work on your liver. And your liver and your kidney is the foundation of healthy skin. So you have to use them. But they also prevent you from getting waterlogged or bags on your eyes, from wrinkles on your eyes. The sour stuff does that. And if you have water under here, a lot of people have that, a little, what do you call it, water under the eyelids. You know what you have? You have what we call a waterlogged kidney. Your kidney is not removing an excessive amount of water. So you get this big baggy eyes. That's because your kidney is waterlogged. See? So we have to use the herbs to move them out. And that is where the older people had their wisdom. But they died with the wisdom. And the young people today run into the pharmacies, run into the doctor, run into this, and all of a sudden you have everything in your shelf in your home that you can use. Keep them in the house. Keep horsetail in your house. Keep watercress in your house. Keep clove in your house. Keep thyme in your house. You know what I mean? Keep cardamom seed in your house. Keep chia seeds in your house. Keep bay leaf in your house. They all have a purpose. And when you have any kind of trouble in your household, you can go to the shelf and pick them up. And that is what the book will be important, right? The book will have all these remedies for you all. Simple remedies that you all can use in your own cupboards. on your shelf to keep you well, to fight a cold. Don't want to take no Pepto-Bismol for after the flux. Don't want to take no NyQuil for no cold. You have things in your cupboard that you can use for colds. That's natural. That is natural. So the older people had wisdom. So they knew for a fact that when we're sick, or if we have to go back to school, anybody who looking at this presentation now can tell you if they're from the Caribbean. Trinidad, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Dominica in the house, Antigua, Jamaica, Grenada. They can tell you that every holiday season, we eat lots of mangoes. Because mangoes is in season now. So we eat lots of that. See? At the end, before the school year is up, before we go back to school in September, the old people say, they give us a wash out. They clean us out. They clean us out from all the stuff we ate during the vacation. So when we went to go back to school now, they give us a cleansing, cooling, and cool us out. And we go back to school and the brain is all bright and not foggy. But we run away from that. And that is the reason why our children is getting asthma and eczema and all these conditions because we run away from the older people who had the cure. You understand? No, they tell us there's no cure. They come and tell you, well, there's no cure for nothing. Look at them cures right there. Look at them there. See? See? Mayonnaise. Natural mayonnaise. The one the man give you in the supermarket is give you high cholesterol. You understand? You can make your natural stuff. You can drink your juice. Yeah? Natural. Give me a cup, sir. Give me a cup, man. And when you drink this, it have enzymes. Enzymes that your pancreas needs. You understand? Go get a cup for me. And teach your children to exercise. Make your children exercise. Make them run around the house. Make them burn up sugars. You know, keep the pancreas well. You know what I mean? But we don't do that. See there, soy up, see? Cooling. Soy up is cooling. That's cooling. When my children have anything on the skin, I give them soy up leaf. Or soy up itself to drink. I mean. Yeah, man. Yeah? Yeah. And that's the way you keep your children healthy, man. You know what I mean? You gotta go. It was a fast video. Just wanted to show you all what we do, how to do it, how to make your perfect mayonnaise, and there are many more to come, man, because we have lots of things that we can show you all to stay healthy and keep your family well. That's the key, to keep your household well. Bless and love and give thanks and praises to who?
The Most High!
The Most High Jehovah God. He's the
so
ultimate healer of all
dramatic.
things. All right. Don't forget we come to New York on the 12th of September, the 16th of September. We're in New York and call 718-469-0985. Ask Patricia and make an appointment. And see, you can not stay there for long. 10 days and I'm back. All right. And we go to Belize and all these other places. So give thanks and praises to the Most High and always give Him thanks for health. When you get up in the morning, thank Him for your life. Because any one of us could walk on the street and be gone. Don't forget that. So give Him thanks and praise. Yeah? Right? Bless and love. Any questions, Krista? 2 or 3?
Not really.
Oh, wonderful. Bless and love. Give thanks. Next video is on multiple myeloma. And we're going to have a patient who we treated for myasthenia gravis. And because she's going to tell you what she did to repair her myasthenia gravis, which is an autoimmune disease of the muscles and the nerves. We're going to teach you how to fix that on Friday. Sorry, Dad. On Friday, with one of our patients who is, what we call it, so they say cured. Yeah, she don't have it no more. Huh? Bless and love. Give thanks.
I'm fine.